You all know what's coming. Let's kick it off with Lizzie. Where are you, Lizzie? Come on down.
Woo!
She got a picture.
All right, everybody shut up.
Preston. I think I speak on behalf of all the members of Drama Club. We are going to miss you. We will miss your very special taste in music. We will miss your Lana Del Rey singing voice. We will miss your outgoing personality. I can go on and on about all the inside jokes that we have, but there's parents here and they won't get it. You have such an amazing stage presence and voice when you sing. I'm happy I picked you to write a speech for because I had two thoughts. One, I have I'm happy I have to write a speech in 10 minutes because that's when the banquet is, and I get to write about someone I look up to. Thank you for the friendship. Thank you for all the laughs. Thank you for being you, but mostly, thank you for the music.
Thank you.
Oh, that was cute.
We all wish you for the best possible college experience you can do it. Love, Drama Club.
Woo!
Since Preston is first, I'll go ahead and explain all of this. He has his nice Titan Drama Club necklace thing. A pin that he and all the seniors can wear with them on graduation day so that we are always with you. A plaque with all his shows. A certificate of achievement.
Woo-hoo.
And then last but not least, this is new to this year. This was done by Jeremy. And Brooke as a helper.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Aww, that's super cute.
Can we make it? I'm assuming that's her phone. Okay. Yoinkies. I think we all know who I'm about to be talking about, but we're gonna save the name for last. Actually, no, we're not. Hey, Shannon. Because once I get into it, it becomes obvious. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna take a trip down memory lane, dear Kuklamu. I'm gonna move around a lot because it makes it less awkward for me. Okay. When we first met, we were right there. It was great. It was awkward, but it was great. You were like really tall, and I felt really short. And I was terrified because I can't stand it when people are taller than me. And you were a senior, which was another one of my irrational high school fears. So don't turn off. That's not your job. Anyway, you were talking to Kenneth, and I had to ask a question, and Lila was right there too. I think I was gonna ask Lila a question. Whatever. And you looked over, and you were like, "Hi," and I was like, "Hi," and we shook hands, and it was really weird, and it was really awkward. But I was brand new, like brand new, and you were like here, and you were here, and I was terrified, and we're gonna move on. We already talked about that. We talked about that too.
Thank you.
Because I got it. Yeah. Then we got our scripts, and you were Tanya, and I was Pepper, and we had the going on or whatever. So I was like, well, I gotta be friends with her because we gotta work together because the professionalism or whatever. But we became friends fairly quickly, I think. And then being awkward and having odd handshakes and looking at each other weird became more of a, hey Shannon, oh hey Fall, stand by each other during warm-ups, hug when we see each other, hug before we leave each other, stuff like that. Nick, you're gonna love this one. Oh boy. The look. Hello, parents. So the look was this thing that I, as Pepper, had to give her as Tanya, where it was like a, hey girl, you're pretty cute. Let's get it. But you see, as you can tell from how I'm like standing here presenting myself, I'm a very, 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 very goofy person. So flirting is not in my skill set. So I had to. Oh my god, the amount of work we had to put in that did not pay off at all. Oh my gosh, I want to give a special thank you to Nick because we literally spent 2.5 hours at one rehearsal in a room across the hall trying to get me to give the look. Oh my god, it never, like all the show nights, it never happened. So, but it was a good part in our relationship. Yeah. Does your mother know? Our song. I was so excited for this because it's my first time acting and I got a character with a name and I was like, oh snap boys, we in here. So to have a name and lines and a part of a song was like, So after forever, we finally started putting the pieces together for that entire scene plus the song. And there was a day that, sorry Malia, I love you. You didn't come to rehearsal, and we didn't have your binder.
They changed the entire.
We had to
song
change
and I
the entire choreography. It was beautiful, but we made it work. Those of you who were there for the show, I hope you liked the role.
Yes.
Anyway, so all of this nice, beautiful, long, extremely over-exaggerated thing that I just did was to say that in this short amount of time, we became closer than I thought we would. Again, I was extremely awkward around you at first, and I was terrified of you because height, year, age, but whatever. You're amazing. You're extremely sweet, you're extremely talented, you're a gigantic help, you're an amazing listener, you give amazing advice. I mean, the only thing bad about you is that you're a senior, so you're leaving. Whatever. Yeah. You're my Shannon, you're my Tanya, you're my Kuklamu, and I love you.
Aww. I'm gonna cry for them. That was super cute. My speech is long. My speech is long. No, I mean can I send him for Mark?
You're a bad me, they can't kill you. Stop it.
First of all, I don't really like to give speeches because I don't like to talk in front of people.
Jack, use your actor's voice.
Hit the back wall.
Smack the back.
Wait a minute. That's not the metaphor.
Put it in frame. She already got hit.
I can't thank Stacy enough for everything she has taught me throughout this semester. She has taught me how to be a better person and how to communicate without using words, which is something I really enjoy. I remember the first day I met Stacy, and right away I knew it was to be a new friendship. I could tell her anything, and she would always give me the best advice through any situation. And when I needed someone to rant to about anything, she was always there to listen. Stacy was always there for me, and I know many of you as well. The things Stacy has taught me throughout my life changed me forever. Changed my life forever. Sorry. Not only did she teach me how to do the entire alphabet in sign language, but she also taught me how to be a better person. We shared many amazing memories together this year. One of my favorite memories, asking her how to say something in sign language, even words we should not know how to say. I know Stacy's going to do amazing things with her life, but she has done something wonderful to mine. I could not be more proud of her. I hope you come back and visit us anytime. You have a home and you have a family. We stick together like glue. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
Woo! Oh, that's so cute! It's her jacket!
Oh, the green coat!
That is so cute!
Go get him.
Go get him!
Go! So, yeah. Like,
He said I could go.
Fall! We're waiting for you.
okay. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're gonna jump right in. So, I remember the day not long ago that Hannah came up to me and asked me to give a speech today at the banquet. When she gave me the name of the person whose speech I would be giving, I thought, you know, it's not gonna be that hard. It's gonna be very easy to do. I couldn't have been more wrong. So I started drama last year, you know, in the fall, and I never got the opportunity of meeting the recipient of this speech until later that year. We were getting plans sorted out for our Theater Fest trip and needed more guys to come along with us. So Hannah, being the beautifully nice person that she is, invited somebody that I had never heard of and never met before, and I thought, oh boy, this is gonna be a little ridiculous room with somebody I don't know. Little did I know that that very person would become my favorite Central European. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about by now, it's the beautiful Marco Garrick.
Woo!
Okay. Thanks to miraculous circumstances, I've had the pleasure of making many fine memories with you, whether it be pulling a nearly successful all-nighter with TJ at Theater Fest, or making obscene, trivial political and history-based jokes, or getting robbed by a homeless black woman on Michigan Avenue. There was that too. Despite the fact that I've only had the opportunity of working with you twice, your contributions to this club include, how many shows have you been? Like 4, 3 or 4? 3? So I worked with you 2 of those. And then I remember at the end of Grease, you said that you weren't coming back, which kind of was like, why are you not coming back? And then you went on a tirade about how you're gonna be too busy with AP tests and stuff like that because Mark's a tryhard. Yeah. However, through some sort of combination of either a sheer insanity or dedication and love to this club, Mark walked onto this very stage that I'm standing on right now to audition for Mamma Mia. And I think I can speak for everyone that we were all overjoyed and incredibly relieved to have you audition because you really took it away. You really saved the show. So now we're gonna get serious. It's gonna get sad now. So in 1675, so don't make fun of me. Make fun. It's a good quote. Isaac Newton said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." Mark, you are my giant.
Aww.
No, I'm not done. You have helped make me a far more intelligent and enlightened person and have opened my eyes to new ideas and experience. For this, along with your hard work and dedication, I thank you. It's safe to say that you will be missed and will never be forgotten by members of this club. So again, thank you for everything you've done, Mark.
Woo!
Come up now.
Oh my god.
Mark, next year.
The question is the whole.
A hickey from Kaniki.
Like a Hallmark card.
Oh my god. TJ!
So,
everyone knows by now that my speech is about Haley. So I wrote it like 5 times in the past week, and I erased it every time. As you've seen by now, some people have written theirs down, other people are just saying whatever's on their mind, and mine's a little bit of both. So, to start, I would like to ask a parent in this room, what do you think it means to be a drama student? Any parent who would like to answer?
Long hours.
Yeah, preach, sister.
Gotta be a little crazy.
Just a little.
As Miss Hennef has said many times, and from what I've got from the many different ways you said it, is there are 3 criteria to being the greatest drama student you can be. And Hennef has used all 3 of these things to describe Haley many times. The first one, Haley is always the first person to show up, the last person to leave, and the first person to ask, how can I help? And I don't know. I just would like to say thank you for being. Oh, my notes are gone.
Thank you for being Haley PR.
Woo!
For being the best drama student you possibly can be. I came in my freshman year not knowing what the hell I was gonna do, and you kind of took me under your wing. For my whole freshman year, I was basically just your shadow. I joined crew, you taught me everything that I know. I don't know anything about what's going on in the booth. Next year, when you're gone, we're gonna have a hell of a time.
I don't know.
So, I may have been forced to join this club by but Haley, you are the reason I stayed. So, I remember the first day I met you. It was about like 3-4 weeks after we started rehearsals. We hadn't had an official like crew meeting yet. So I was just sitting over there in the chairs doing my homework until 5 o'clock every night. And then one day I saw you walking towards the prop closet with a whiteboard and a marker. And I was like, I wonder what this woman's doing. So I walked up to you and said, I introduced myself and I said, do you need any help? And you said, sure. And we walked in the prop closet and we stood there and we took inventory of concessions left over from the year before. So it was just this extremely awkward silence of me standing in that closet alone with a woman I've never met before, counting cans of Coke, and she's writing it down on a whiteboard. And it's just the little memories like that that I'll always remember. I wrote down a few things. Everyone already knows the green paint story. A lot of these involve paint. So there was the disgusting pink wall that we had for Steel Magnolias. It was horrible. There's still paint on the floor from it. We still have pink paint on the floor. I was going to ask Shannon for the video, but I decided you didn't want to be embarrassed. There's a video of me and Haley, like 5 minutes before rehearsal is going to end. Everyone's packing up their stuff, and we still have half the wall to paint. So we have doesn't know anything about painting, so she brought us these tiny foam paint rollers about this big. But they were the right size for the wall, for what we were painting. But they were still kind of bad. So there's a video, Shannon Davis has it, of me and Haley. So anyone who didn't see the show, the wall was checkered pink, different shades of pink and white. And
It's in there.
oh, can I go get it? I'm gonna go get it.
TJ, run.
Preston, sing Lana Del Rey. Go.
I got my red.
No! He's back. He's back.
This is what the wall looked like, and we all hated it. The only person who liked it was Hannah. I still have on like pairs of pants. I have a pink stain down here. So the video that Shannon Davis has, 5 minutes rehearsal, everyone's packing up, and Haley and I are running down the wall with these tiny paint rollers, trying to paint the whole thing as fast as possible.
It was really funny.
So, the last memory that I decided to pick was our first time in the booth. So, my freshman year, Haley and I were picked to do lights and sound together, both of us for the first time, because Des and Luke decided they didn't want to do it anymore. And that was the most stressful night of my life. And I think Haley could say the same. Neither of us, we had like a week of practice. I had a week of practice with the sound. She had like a week and a half of practice with the lights. And it was, who's calling me? We had like, it was really bad. But we got through it together, and like 9 bowls of popcorn. But I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the memories. And thank you for being the best teacher that I've ever had. No offense.
She and Shannon Davis have the most crowded plaque.
Only 9.
Oh yeah, picture.
Where's your picture?
What's this?
So good.
Oh wait.
Okay, Malia. Step on down.
Okay, I have like, hold on.
It's like, I need space to cry.
You're losing pictures.
You're in my same.
Oh, okay. There's no time for that when I have a speech to read. Okay, this is it. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we're here to celebrate not only Drama Club success, full year, sorry, but our seniors as well. Kaylin, sweet Kaylin. Okay, the first time I saw you, you radiated, positive energy. You had a lot of it. You always had this light in you that sets off like a beacon and attracts many people. Like, I know everybody in this room has at least been like, oh, I want to be her friend. Like, y'all can't win. It's just that smile on her face.
Wipe the sauce off my meat.
Yeah. So I remember in my freshman year, you and Preston told all of the freshmen that you guys were twins. Yeah, and you guys kept that up for a long time. And after like 2 months, you guys were like, yeah, we're not twins. And I was like, oh, well, I'm slow. So there's that. And then I also remember when you had braces. Like, that just, yeah, and then you got them off and you were so happy. I don't know why I had to bring that up, but so you've shared made me laugh throughout the time in this club. Like the last time your character was drunk and you fell into that audience member. That was funny. Or in Steel Magnolias when you thought you looked like He-Man with the blonde hair. And then you made a meme.
You made a meme and you posted it.
Yeah, no, Alexa did most of the work. So, I've had the chance to see you grow to be the person you are today, and I'm really proud of you. One thing I love about you is how welcoming you are. You're always nice to people, even when you're in a bad mood. I'm not sure about anyone else in this room, but I, for one, have never seen Kaylin be mean to anybody. Like, if you have, I, like... You were mean to her? Like,
Wait,
no, you were
no,
mean.
she's been, no, I've seen her be
Don't at her right now.
towards someone.
That's not
Later.
That's for the after party.
She's never. I know. She's never.
Monday.
I guess you will.
Okay.
I would also like to take a second to talk about her roles. Now, real quick before I continue reading, everybody expects to come into drama club and get a lead role automatically. And freshman year, that didn't work. No. And when I first saw Kaylin, she didn't have all these lead roles. She wasn't out belting songs and stuff. She was just little tiny Kaylin. But she made it work. And so her roles were Ernie, I believe. I don't know if you were Ernie. Okay, you were Ernie, Diana. Like before the two shows, I don't know. So my year, Ernie, Diana, Shelby, Sandy, the voice / Charrington, and of course Donna. You grew into your roles and have gotten more confident. I couldn't picture anyone else belting hopelessly devoted or winning takes it all, because you did it so great. This club is losing a very talented person. Just know that. You have brought so much joy into this club. I really am gonna miss you. One of our first encounters was over my 21 Pilots t-shirt. My how far we've come. Even now, when I'm having a rough day, you always talk to me about it. Our conversations, denim daddies, the time we hang out, tea time, being a fake boyfriend, parents, it's something else. Our Target trips and much more. You have impacted my life greatly, and I will always cherish our moments. Drama Club could never find another Kaylin Ward, and that's the tea. No matter what, this Audion will always be your home.
We have to take a senior photo now. This is when we cry.
All my tears are already gone.
Sunday show.
I thought we were done with that.
So good.
Why am I sweating?
Yeah, your eyes are out.
It was a week and one day.
Oh my god, it's me dropping!
Oh my god.
And my sweater!
Seniors are done. We also have some other very important people who play very important roles in this club, like our directors, one of which being the lovely Tina Sanchez.
Woo!
It gets quite difficult to write a speech for someone who I've never seen have any emotional attachment to anything. But deep down, Tina, you would be in tears. I've known Tina for about the 8 months that I've been a part of this club, and every one of those months was filled with pure and utter chaos. But at the end of the day, there's always hope. A voice saying, you know what? We'll just finish this all tomorrow. Every day at 11 o'clock at night, and we just finished putting stucco onto a wall for the last 5 hours, seemingly making absolutely zero progress, but progressively losing your mind. It sounds like the voice of an angel. Though I haven't been a part of this club as long as everyone else, or had time to grow a huge bond with you, what Tina has done for me has meant a lot, even if it's hard for her to tell. When I first joined this club, I was completely clueless. Just someone who got bored, joined a club to be with their friends, and was terrified of a power drill. And then the next day, Tina forced me to use a power drill, and it was all okay. With every day that went past, I learned something new. I got more confident with myself, and it felt like I could be a part of the club without making a complete fool. And it felt useful, which is something that I'll never be able to thank Tina enough for. As a college student, Tina has a lot on her plate. She works, she goes to class, she has a life, so she says. But she also finds time to come and help us. A lot of time, actually. She doesn't have to be here, but she chooses to. She puts so much time aside to help us, and we respect her and appreciate her so much because of that. Without her, nothing we would have done would be possible, and we all thank you so much for that. With that being said, over the time I've known Tina, she's done some very, very memorable things. One of which being her huge habit of totally underplaying the time it takes to complete tasks. As most of you know, during our fall production of 1984, we used these pipes to create the base of the tables and benches that we used for the set. And as soon as we took these pipes out of the boxes, we realized there are huge yellow stickers on them that we cannot have on stage for the show. Now, Tina only comes to help us twice a week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So in the meantime, she gives us things to do. On this particular day it was, just take the stickers off the pipes before I get back. Little did we know, the stickers could only be removed using a specific type of acid that most of us couldn't handle the smell of, so we couldn't use it, and rigorous amounts of scraping with our house keys. Now, as a result of this, the stickers are not off until opening night. The second incident is one that we all know and love. Probably even the friends and family that came to see this show, because you've heard us all complain about it. Now everyone say it with me.
Stucco!
Now, as you may have noticed, our set for Mamma Mia is covered top to bottom in this white plaster-looking substance. It is called stucco. Now, the process of creating this stucco is pouring powder into a bucket of water until it is turned into a paste. Now, once it is in its proper form, you put it on the wall, kind of like painting, but with a spatula. Now, we started off with about 3 bags, expecting a simple task as Tina has made this out to be. And then, 3 weeks later, 12 bags of stucco, a roll of chicken wire, a full cardboard box of newspaper, and infinite amounts of crying and suffering later. The stucco was on. And it was the most grueling process that any of us have ever been a part of, but it was worth it. In the end, Tina is definitely part of the glue that holds this club together. Without her, it would be difficult to accomplish anything we have done. She allows us to use our full potential, and even when she asks us to do things that are beyond our potential, she just tells us to do it anyway. Because, in the wise words of Tina Sanchez herself, stop complaining and just get it done so we can all go home. Thank you for everything, Tina. We all love you. And you love us, but only secretly.